Have you ever caught yourself wishing for a foolproof guide to navigate life's challenges? What if I told you that you already have that guide, patiently waiting to be heard? Mind-blowing, right? Your higher self, that wise and intuitive part of you, is constantly trying to communicate. But in the hustle and bustle of daily life, its voice often gets lost. Just imagine, what if you could tap into this inner wisdom at any moment? In this video, I'm going to reveal powerful and surprisingly simple techniques to tune into your higher self. Get ready for a transformative journey that will revolutionize how you make decisions and live your life. Are you ready to unlock your inner superpower? Ladies, have you ever considered that you're an incredible actress, playing not one, but two roles simultaneously in the theater of life? You've got your everyday self, the one dealing with bills, traffic, and work meetings. But there's also a higher self, a wiser, more elevated version of you, always ready to step onto the stage. Think of your higher self as that friend who always knows just what to say at the right time. She's there, behind the scenes of your mind, patiently waiting to share her valuable tips. The trick? Learning to hear that voice amidst the chatter of daily thoughts. It's like having a superpowered internal GPS. Your everyday self might be going in circles, but your higher self already knows the shortest and most scenic route to your destination. The question is, do you have the volume of your spiritual GPS turned on mute? Picture your everyday self as a smartphone full of apps and constant N. Useful? No doubt. But sometimes, all this digital hustle makes us forget we have an internal quantum supercomputer, our higher self. It's time to upgrade your inner connection. You know those aha moments when the solution to a problem pops out of nowhere? Or when you have that strong hunch that proves right? Surprise! It's your higher self giving you a wink and saying, "Hey, I'm here." It's like getting a direct message from the universe just for you. A powerful practice to tune into your higher self is the Wisdom Minute. Every morning, before checking your phone, close your eyes and ask, "What does my higher self want to tell me today?" You'll be amazed at the answers that come when you create space for this inner conversation. Remember, your spiritual awareness is like a muscle, the more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. Start by paying attention to small insights and hunches. It's your higher self warming up, getting ready for deeper conversations with you. The alignment between your everyday self and your higher self is like a dance. Sometimes, you step on your partner's toes, oops, but with practice, you start moving in perfect sync. And when that happens, honey, it's pure magic. Don't worry if, at first, the voice of your higher self seems like a distant whisper. It's normal. Our everyday self sometimes acts like a noisy teenager, drowning out the quiet wisdom. But with patience and practice, you'll learn to adjust the volume. As you cultivate this connection, something amazing starts to happen. Decisions become clearer, challenges seem less daunting, and you begin to feel a deep confidence in your journey. It's like having a 24/7 spiritual coach, always ready with insightful advice or a cosmic hug. Imagine yourself as a spiritual surfer, gliding on the wave of now. Fascinating, isn't it? The key to tuning into your deepest essence is right here, in this instant. Not in the yesterday that's gone, nor in the tomorrow that hasn't arrived, but in the rich and vibrant current moment. How often do we find ourselves ruminating over the past or anxiously anticipating the future? It's like trying to drive while only looking in the rearview mirror or fixating on the distant horizon. The real journey happens exactly where your tires touch the asphalt, in the here and now. A powerful practice is the presence shower. During your next shower, focus on each sensation, the water flowing, the aroma of soap, the sound of droplets. Transform a routine moment into an experience of deep connection. Who knew your bathroom could be a portal to awakening? Think of your attention as a powerful lighthouse beam. When we direct it to the past or future, we illuminate areas that are out of. But when we focus on the present, wow! Suddenly, everything becomes clear and sharp. It's in this clarity that the voice of your inner wisdom becomes audible. A simple yet powerful exercise is sensory tracking. Every hour, stop for 30 seconds and notice 5 things you see, 4 you hear, 3 you feel on your skin, 2 sense, and 1 taste. It's like hitting the reset button on your system, firmly anchoring you in the now. Remember, each breath is a new beginning. Inhale deeply, allowing the fresh air to bring new possibilities. Exhale completely, releasing what no longer serves you. Each breath cycle is an opportunity for rebirth and realignment. The practice of gratitude is a shortcut to the present. Try this challenge. For a week, before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for that specific day. No repeats allowed. This trains your mind to look for the good in the here and now. Sometimes life seems like a whirlwind, doesn't it? In these moments, try the anchor point technique. Choose an object in your environment and focus all your attention on it for a few minutes. Observe details, colors, textures. It's like dropping an anchor in the turbulent sea of the mind. A powerful metaphor is to think of time as a river. The past is the waters that have already flowed by, the future is those yet to come. But it's in the flow of the present that we can truly swim, feel, live. Dive deep into these waters. As you cultivate this mindful presence, you create a sacred space where deep insights can emerge. It's like clearing the static on a radio. Suddenly, the melody of your inner truth becomes clear and harmonious. And who doesn't want to dance to the sound of that unique music? Picture your inner journey as a magical garden. Each experience, a seed, each challenge, potent fertilizer. The key to making this garden flourish? Welcoming everything life offers, without resistance. It's like opening your arms to both rain and sun, knowing that both nourish the soil of your soul. Think of acceptance as a super nutrient for your personal evolution. When we embrace what is, without judgment, we create fertile ground where wisdom can sprout. It's like preparing the soil before planting. The more receptive, the more abundant the harvest will be. A powerful practice is the acceptance journal. Every night, write down 3 things you accepted that day, especially the difficult ones. I accepted my mistake at work. I welcomed my irritation in traffic. You'll notice how, over time, this practice transforms thorns into roses. Picture yourself as a strong, flexible tree. When strong winds blow, read life's challenges. Instead of resisting and possibly breaking, you dance with them. This dance is acceptance in action, allowing adversities to strengthen you instead of knocking you down. The concept of friendly observer can be revolutionary. Next time a difficult emotion arises, try observing it with compassionate curiosity. Ah, hello anxiety. What have you come to teach me today? It's surprising how this approach can transform emotional storms into gentle RA. Remember, accepting doesn't mean liking or approving. It's simply recognizing what is, without adding layers of resistance. Think of it as cleaning the glasses of your perception. Suddenly, everything becomes clearer, including the path to transformation. A valuable technique is the inner embrace. When you catch yourself fighting against a situation, pause. Take a deep breath and imagine yourself hugging that resistant part of you. This simple gesture can melt tensions and open doors to new peace. Humor is a powerful ally in the practice of acceptance. Laughing at our own spiritual blunders is liberating. Create an album of hilarious growth moments. Each time you stumble on the path, add it with a touch of humor. You'll laugh at the process and, at the same time, celebrate your progress. As we cultivate this receptive attitude, something magical happens. Obstacles start to seem less scary and more like stepping stones in our spiritual climb. It's as if the universe is conspiring in our favor, revealing precious lessons around every corner. Accepting the current moment doesn't mean passive resignation. On the contrary, it's an act of power. By aligning ourselves with what is, we access an inexhaustible source of creativity and resilience. It's in this space of acceptance that true changes can blossom, transforming not just our perception, but our entire reality. Picture yourself as a majestic oak, deeply rooted in the earth, with branches stretching towards the sky. This centuries-old tree doesn't fret about the leaves it shed last fall, nor does it yearn for next spring's buds. It simply exists, fully, in the present moment. The oak teaches us a valuable lesson about being centered. Its deep roots symbolize our connection to the here and now, while its branches represent our aspirations. The tree doesn't try to be anything other than itself, in every season, in every moment. Imagine living like the oak. When a storm hits, read life's challenges, the tree doesn't fight or despair. It stands firm, flexible enough to sway with the wind, but strong enough not to break. What a lesson in resilience! A powerful practice inspired by the oak is daily grounding. Spend a few minutes in the morning barefoot on grass or even on your bedroom floor. Feel connected to the earth, absorbing its stabilizing energy. It's a simple ritual, but profoundly transformative. The oak doesn't compare itself to other trees, nor does it lament not being a pine or a willow. It embraces its unique nature, growing at its own pace. How about adopting this attitude? Celebrate your uniqueness, recognizing that you're exactly where you need to be on your journey. Notice how the oak welcomes all forms of life, birds in its branches, squirrels in its trunk, fungi. It doesn't judge, it simply offers shelter. We can learn to have this same openness in our lives, welcoming experiences and people without discrimination. The oak's wisdom lies in its ability to remain still and attentive. In a world that values constant action, sometimes the bravest thing is to simply be. Try oak pauses throughout the day, 60 seconds of complete stillness and observation. Just as the oak grows in spirals, adding rings each year, our spiritual growth isn't linear. There are periods of rapid expansion and others of apparent stagnation. The tree reminds us that each phase is essential and contributes to our inner strength. The oak doesn't rush to bear fruit. It follows the natural rhythm of the seasons, confident in its process. What a valuable lesson for us, often anxious for immediate results. Patience and trust in the process are keys to authentic and lasting development. Finally, consider the oak's longevity. It stands for generations, a silent witness to the passage of time. This perspective invites us to broaden our vision, to consider the impact of our actions not just in the present, but for future generations. How can we live in a way that leaves a positive legacy, just like the oak? Envision your spiritual life as a secret garden within you. Daily practices are the tools that cultivate this inner space, allowing your intuition to bloom like a rare and precious flower. Each moment dedicated to this garden is an investment in your inner expansion. Meditation acts like a watering can, nourishing the seeds of your consciousness. Start with short sessions, perhaps 5 minutes in the morning. Gradually increase the time. It's amazing how this simple habit can transform the landscape. Positive affirmations work like fertilizers for your self-esteem and mental clarity. Choose phrases that resonate with you. I am capable of facing challenges with grace, my intuition guides me wisely. Repeat them daily, planting these truths in the fertile soil of your subconscious. The practice of gratitude is like sunshine for your soul. Keep a journal where, every night, you note 3 things you're grateful for. This simple exercise illuminates aspects of life that often go unnoticed, nurturing a positive state of mind. Creative visualizations are like designing the layout of your inner garden. Dedicate a few minutes daily to vividly imagine your goals and dreams. This powerful practice aligns your energy with your aspirations, opening unexpected paths to realization. Conscious breathing is the gentle wind that clears the clouds of the mind. Try the 4-7-8 technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7x. This simple practice calms the nervous system and creates space for intuitive insights to emerge. Mindful body movements, like yoga or tai chi, are like nature's dance in your inner garden. These practices integrate body and mind, tuning you into the subtle rhythms of your intuition. Even 10 minutes daily can bring profound benefits. Journaling functions as a map of your inner territory. Take time to write freely, without censorship. Often, the answers we seek naturally emerge when we allow our thoughts to flow without judgment. Creating a sacred space at home, even if it's just a corner of the room, acts as a portal to your spiritual practice. Decorate it with meaningful objects, candles, or plants. This dedicated environment invites moments of reflection and inner connection. Remember, consistency is key. Just as a garden requires regular care, your spiritual practice flourishes with daily attention. Celebrate each small progress, knowing that each moment dedicated to yourself is a step towards a more conscious and intuitive life. Think of quietude as a deep and vast ocean within you. On the surface, the waves of everyday thoughts may stir, but in the depths reigns an undisturbed calm. It's in these tranquil waters that the voice of your inner wisdom whispers its most valuable secrets. The soft murmur of your intuitive perception often gets lost in the hubbub of modern life. Imagine it as a delicate melody played by a lone violin amidst a noisy orchestra. To hear it, you need to tune into subtler frequencies. A powerful practice is the minute of muteness. Every hour, take a 60-second pause to simply be. Turn off notifications, close your eyes, and dive into the void. This brief interval can be a window to profound insights. Consider stillness as a patient gardener. They prepare the soil, plant the seeds, and then wait. Similarly, by cultivating moments of calm, you create ideal conditions for your perception to naturally flourish. Automatic writing can be a bridge between external noise and inner cue. Dedicate 10 minutes in the morning to write freely, without filters. Often, pearls of wisdom emerge when we allow our hand to move without censorship. Try a sound diet. For one day, reduce artificial noises to a minimum: TV, radio, podcasts. Allow yourself to experience the intervals between sounds. In these pauses, you may discover a rich world of previously unnoticed perceptions. Nature contemplation is a portal to the serene core. Observe a sunset, the movement of clouds, or the swaying of. Without analyzing or naming, just witness. This simple practice can reveal profound truths. Create a sanctuary of stillness in your home. A quiet corner, free from electronics and distractions. Decorate it with elements that induce peace: a comfortable cushion, a candle, perhaps an inspiring image. This space will become your refuge for reconnection. Remember, the voice of your essence doesn't shout, it whispers. Like a delicate perfume, it requires subtle attention to be perceived. The more you practice listening to the inaudible, the clearer and more guiding this voice becomes. Finally, celebrate the enigma. Not everything needs to be understood or explained. Sometimes, the greatest gift of silence is the space it creates for mystery to flourish. In this space, your intuitive perception can dance freely, guiding you on paths of discovery and transformation. So, dear, how do you feel after this journey of self-discovery? Isn't it amazing how much wisdom we have within us? Now that you know the techniques to connect with your higher self, why not put them into practice? Imagine how your life would be if you consulted this inner compass before every important decision. What challenge are you facing now that could benefit from the guidance of your higher self? Share in the comments an intuition you recently had and ignored. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to start trusting their inner voice more. Are you ready to transform your relationship with yourself and the world around you? Remember, the wisdom of your higher self is always available, you just need to open yourself to hear it. To continue this incredible journey of self-knowledge and spiritual growth, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. This way, you'll be the first to know when we release new videos about intuition, personal development, and spiritual connection. The question now is, will you continue to ignore that wise voice within you, or will you start cultivating a transformative dialogue with your higher self? The choice is yours, and the moment is now. Intrigued by the idea of connecting with your higher self? Then you're going to love our next video. Things don't really get solved. They come together and they fall apart. Pema Chodron. Just as we've learned to listen to our inner voice, Pema teaches us to embrace life's natural cycles. Discover how the wisdom of your higher self can help you navigate the ups and downs with more grace and acceptance. Ready to take your spiritual growth to the next level? Click now on the video popping up on your screen and uncover a fresh perspective on life's challenges.